What's good? And welcome to the very first episode of the Movie Box. I am Dom.
I am Jessica.
And this is the Creed 3 review. So, Jess, we watched this movie yesterday. What are your thoughts? Seeing that you've already seen Creed 1, Creed 2, and this is the first Creed movie where Michael B. Jordan actually put his hands on it. So this is like his vision of it, opposed from the dark tone that the other two Creed movies had. What do you think about this one?
I think this one was a good movie. I give it a 8 or a 9. It did have some points in there where it represented Rocky. I like how they did the black versus white, which is the good versus evil. It wasn't a bad movie at all. I would actually say for y'all to go, you're not wasting your money. It is some points in there where it is kind of slow, but other than that, it's real good. What do you think about it?
So my personal opinion, I give it at least a 8.5. And it would have got a higher score had I not taken off a couple of points for certain things that I felt that I needed in this movie and I didn't receive.
Like,
so I can't really explain it without giving some of the movie over. You know what I mean? Like the one thing I can say that I thought about the beginning of the movie was you knew where it was going, but it seemed like it took longer than it needed to get to that point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But not to say that the pacing was bad at the beginning. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff at the beginning was necessary and needed. But I felt like it probably could have went a little faster. I don't know if it's just because I'm going off of the other Creed movies, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know.
I do know there was some parts. It did seem like it was missing some parts in there. Like it was missing answers.
And what do you mean?
I can't say it.
Yeah, I understand.
But it did seem like it was missing bits, like, and the storyline somewhat did not match up with the other movies. It somewhat didn't, especially the part about the I can't say it, but you know the
yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily say it didn't match up. I feel like it fell in place perfectly fine. Because the other two Creed movies, like the first movie, you saw him and he's getting picked up by the woman who would then play his mother throughout the movies.
Right.
But they don't necessarily really show you about his past. This movie gives you a little bit more into that. It kind of gives you a look into why he was so angry. You know what I mean? And why he was the way he was in that first movie. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think it was good for the trilogy. They definitely left a lot of space for another movie.
They did.
And for this to be the first Creed movie that he actually had his hands on, like acting and actually, directing while he's enacting these scenes, it was amazing. And things that I like about this movie compared to the other two, it gives you like an insight. Like doing the boxing matches, it gives you an insight on like boxers are looking at this, they're looking for this, they're looking for these openings, and they zoom in and emphasize on that. And that's something that I like that I didn't know that I actually wanted. Just like they always say, you don't know what you want until someone tells you what you want, or they don't know what they want until you tell them what they want.
And I just remember that it was a part that I liked in the movie, communication. The wife and the husband, when they was not communicating, it was rocky, very rocky.
No.
It was stuff going on, the wife, not understanding, but once they started communicating, everything seemed to go smooth. They were on one.
It was a complete opposite, really. I wouldn't say it's rocky because, usually in Rocky movies.
No. I wasn't saying like the Rocky movie. I was saying like.
It gave you the Rocky vibes?
No.
Or just Rocky in general?
Yeah, not the Rocky movie.
Okay, got you.
No, just as in the relationship, it was shaky because they were not communicating. And then when they started communicating, everything smooth, in which I had liked because, that's what we need to see in today's world. People need to see that's what we need is communication.
Right. Because there definitely was a lot of life lessons inside of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, man, like the fight scene towards the end of the movie was amazing.
Yeah.
Like
it sure was.
the fight scene, like the way that they shot it and the things that they added into this fight scene, it's like it might be out of the three movies, it might be my favorite fight scene out of the three movies.
Yes.
Because the first two movies kind of predictable, it's because the same thing happened the exact same way. It was similar in this movie. I guess they got to keep that right there going, but it was different the way that they executed it, and it was done wonderfully. Now, Michael B, he plays phenomenal in just about everything he's done.
Right.
And Jonathan Majors
played his part.
Phenomenal. And I don't know, man. You just love to see it, man. Just two very talented actors. Oh man, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like the same thing was for the Ant-Man movie. He played amazing in the Ant-Man movie, which is why it got the rating that it did get from us on the Nerd Boxes channel. But the way he played in this movie, it's like he embodied that character.
Right, gives it all. Like
it
that's
makes
his last.
It made you feel this character, and from that alone, like it really grabbed you into the movie, and it was just a phenomenal job from the cast in general, all of them. Like, and this movie brings back, familiar faces, and it's real nice. Like they even have certain points of the movie where they emphasize on light and dark, good and evil, and it was just done so well.
Yes, I can agree on that.
Yeah. So, we're not going to sit here and hold you up this whole time because it's only so much we can say about this movie. Besides, if you go watch this movie in theaters, and you should, I believe you should. I can't tell you what to do with your money.
Go see it.
But you definitely will not be wasting your money. You definitely won't go to the movie theaters and say, dang, I could have really just waited for that to come on DVD or Blu-ray or digital or whatever. You're definitely going to feel like you got your money's worth with this movie. If you had to choose between this and Ant-Man, definitely choose this. Both are, like, Ant-Man is a good movie, but Marvel has been slacking lately. But Jonathan Major is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. And now that I say that, which is another reason I like this movie, like I said, I have my certain reasons for taking off points. But I like that one actor or one actress don't carry the movie alone and make the movie.
Oh, yeah.
The cast as a whole made the movie. There's points in this movie where things happen and you feel it.
True.
Like you feel it. Like just like the last fight. The fight scene at the end. I was dang near coming out of my seat.
That's what I was about to say. Everybody was getting hype.
Yes, I was just about coming out of my seat. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I mean?
Making faces like,
yeah. So, yeah, definitely go watch this movie. Like I said, I can give it a solid 8.5. I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5. It's not an 8, it's an 8.5. Had it not been for those particular things that I can't say I didn't too much care for, but it was more of like things that I wanted. You know what I mean? Definitely would have got like a 9.5. But this is a definite go watch. You know, everything in theaters right now. This might be the best thing in theaters right now to me. And yeah, Jess.
That's it. Just go watch it. Go watch it. Spend how much? What is it? 14?
Yeah, that's
14.
here.
Oh, well. Here it's $14. Yeah. I don't know where it is, how much it is everywhere else, but go ahead, spend your money. Go watch that movie.
2013 and what the Boondocks said still holds up. You still got to put butter on your own damn popcorn.
I paid too much damn money for these movie tickets to butter my own popcorn. It's only popcorn.
Charged up. You feel it too? God flow. Super dude. Charged up. You feel it too? God flow. Super dude.